Mockery turned to silence when she crossed first. The morning sun cast long shadows across Naval Amphibious Base Coronado as Petty Officer Second Class Maria Ghost Hernandez adjusted her gear for what would become the most humiliating 30 seconds of her military career, followed by the most triumphant 6 minutes that would forever change how an entire SEAL training class viewed determination, tactical expertise, and the dangerous assumption that physical appearance predicted operational capability under combat conditions. For 8 grueling weeks, the Naval Special Warfare candidates had endured Hell Week, underwater demolition training, and psychological evaluation designed to eliminate personnel who lacked the mental fortitude and physical resilience required for America's most elite maritime special operations units, where mission failure meant captured operatives, compromised intelligence, and American casualties in hostile territory behind enemy lines. What they didn't know about Hernandez was that her seemingly awkward performance during obstacle course training concealed 18 months of classified deployment history with Marine Force Reconnaissance units, where her expertise in urban combat, precision marksmanship, and tactical coordination had enabled successful completion of direct action missions in environments where conventional military tactics proved insufficient for achieving strategic objectives. Hernandez had volunteered for SEAL training not because she needed to prove her combat effectiveness, but because her previous assignment conducting classified operations in Southeast Asia had ended when her reconnaissance team was compromised by enemy intelligence services, requiring emergency extraction that saved American lives while leaving her with combat injuries that she concealed from military medical personnel to avoid medical discharge. Welcome to Silent Salute, where we honor the warriors whose greatest victories often emerge from their most challenging moments of apparent failure, demonstrating that true operational excellence requires mental toughness that transcends physical limitations and social expectations that underestimate the capabilities of America's most dedicated service members. Before we reveal this incredible story of perseverance that shocked an entire SEAL training class, tell us in the comments about a time when you witnessed someone overcome ridicule to achieve extraordinary success that completely changed everyone's perspective. And if you believe that the most dangerous operators are often those who refuse to quit when everyone expects them to fail, hit that subscribe button to support our mission of honoring those whose determination protects freedom through achievements that inspire future generations. Naval Special Warfare training represented the pinnacle of military physical conditioning and tactical education, where candidates endured months of systematic elimination designed to identify personnel capable of operating behind enemy lines under conditions that required exceptional mental resilience, physical endurance, and tactical decision-making skills that separated elite operators from conventional military personnel. The obstacle course at Coronado had broken thousands of candidates over decades of SEAL training. Its wooden barriers, rope climbs, and mud pits designed to test physical capabilities while evaluating psychological responses to failure, exhaustion, and peer pressure that revealed character traits essential for special operations success during missions where teammate reliability determined survival. Senior Chief Petty Officer Jake Hammer Rodriguez supervised training with professional intensity earned through multiple combat deployments where his leadership had guided SEAL teams through successful completion of classified missions that required tactical expertise, operational security, and personal courage under hostile fire that tested every aspect of special operations preparation and combat effectiveness. Today's obstacle course evaluation determines your progression through advanced training phases. Performance standards reflect operational requirements where physical capability, mental toughness, and tactical thinking enable mission success. Failure to meet minimum time requirements indicates unsuitability for naval special warfare assignments that demand excellence under pressure. The candidates assembled with nervous energy that reflected months of preparation and sacrifice, understanding that successful completion of obstacle course training represented critical milestone toward earning the Trident insignia that identified America's most elite maritime special operations personnel and granted access to missions that protected national security through specialized capabilities unavailable to conventional forces. Petty Officer First Class Tony Bulldog Martinez, whose own SEAL training had been completed 18 months earlier after overcoming significant physical challenges, watched newer candidates with mixture of encouragement and skepticism based on understanding that obstacle course performance often predicted success during actual combat operations and tactical missions. Hernandez looks nervous about today's evaluation. Her performance during previous physical training sessions has been inconsistent, and obstacle course completion requires sustained excellence under pressure. Some people just don't have what it takes for SEAL operations, regardless of their motivation or determination to succeed. Hospital Corpsman Second Class David "Doc" Thompson, whose medical training provided insight into physical conditioning and injury prevention, observed that Hernandez appeared to be managing undisclosed physical limitations that might affect her obstacle course performance, while potentially indicating previous combat experience or training injuries common among military personnel with operational backgrounds. Martinez, everyone deals with different challenges during training. Physical appearance doesn't always predict performance capability, and some of the most effective operators I've worked with overcame significant obstacles during their preparation for special operations assignments. Hernandez might surprise everyone today. The speculation about Hernandez's capabilities had been building throughout training cycle, with some candidates questioning whether her presence represented diversity initiative rather than legitimate selection based on tactical potential and physical qualifications that characterized successful SEAL candidates throughout the program's demanding evaluation and elimination processes. Seaman James "Razor" Wilson, recently graduated from basic training and eager to establish credibility within the competitive SEAL candidate community, joined conversations about training standards and qualification requirements that reflected concern about maintaining operational effectiveness while accommodating personnel whose backgrounds differed from traditional special operations recruitment patterns. I'm not trying to be difficult, but SEAL training exists to identify personnel capable of handling combat missions where physical limitations can endanger entire teams. If Hernandez can't handle obstacle course requirements, how can she be trusted with tactical operations that require superior physical conditioning and operational reliability? Hernandez understood the skepticism as natural component of military training environment where peer evaluation and competitive pressure served important functions in identifying personnel suited for special operations assignments, while recognizing that her classified operational background provided confidence that exceeded her apparent training performance and physical presentation. The morning briefing included detailed explanation of obstacle course requirements and performance standards, with Senior Chief Rodriguez emphasizing that successful completion required not only physical capability, but mental approach that reflected tactical thinking and problem-solving skills essential for special operations success under combat conditions and operational pressure. This obstacle course simulates tactical movement under hostile conditions where speed, accuracy, and decision-making determine mission success and personnel survival. Your performance reflects readiness for advanced training phases that prepare SEAL operators for classified missions requiring exceptional physical and mental capabilities. The course itself stretched across sandy terrain designed to replicate beach assault conditions, featuring wooden barriers that required climbing and vaulting techniques, rope obstacles that tested upper body strength and coordination, crawling sections through mud and sand that evaluated endurance and determination, and precision tasks that measured tactical thinking under physical stress. Candidate evaluation began with individual runs timed to establish baseline performance, followed by competitive heats designed to simulate operational pressure while providing opportunities for peer observation and assessment that reflected team dynamics essential for SEAL unit cohesion and tactical effectiveness during actual combat deployments. First heat, line up for individual evaluation. Remember that your performance today affects progression through training pipeline and reflects your potential for contributing to SEAL team operations that protect American interests through missions requiring exceptional operational capabilities and professional excellence. The early candidates demonstrated varying levels of preparation and natural ability, with some completing the course efficiently, while others struggled with specific obstacles that revealed training deficiencies or physical limitations requiring additional conditioning and tactical education before advancement to specialized phases of SEAL preparation and evaluation. Petty Officer First Class Kevin "Tank" Robinson, whose imposing physical presence and aggressive training approach had established him as unofficial leader among SEAL candidates, completed his obstacle course run with impressive speed that generated applause from observers and reinforced his reputation for exceptional physical conditioning and competitive drive. Time: 5 minutes, 42 seconds. Outstanding performance that meets advanced qualification standards and demonstrates readiness for specialized training phases requiring superior physical capabilities and tactical competence under operational pressure. The subsequent candidates produced mixed results that reflected individual strengths and weaknesses, with some achieving respectable times, while others struggled with specific obstacles that indicated need for additional conditioning or technique refinement before attempting advanced evaluation and progression through SEAL training pipeline requirements. When Hernandez's turn arrived, the assembled candidates watched with mixture of curiosity and skepticism based on her previous training performance and apparent physical limitations that seemed inconsistent with SEAL operational requirements and the demanding physical standards that characterize successful special operations personnel throughout military service. Hernandez, you're up for individual evaluation. Focus on technique and pacing rather than attempting to match times established by candidates with different physical advantages. Complete the course safely while demonstrating tactical thinking and determination that reflects SEAL operational values. Hernandez approached the starting line with focused determination that reflected classified operational experience where mission success had depended on mental preparation and tactical execution under hostile conditions that exceeded training environment pressure, understanding that her performance would either validate months of preparation or confirm skeptics' assessments. The whistle signal initiated her attempt, and Hernandez immediately demonstrated aggressive approach to the first obstacle series, attacking wooden barriers with technique that reflected tactical training and operational experience rather than typical physical conditioning programs used by most military personnel preparing for special operations evaluation and selection. Her movement across initial obstacles appeared efficient and controlled, suggesting preparation that exceeded normal training standards while indicating possible background in tactical operations or specialized military education that provided advantages not immediately apparent through casual observation of her physical presentation and training performance history. The first sign of difficulty emerged at the rope climb obstacle, where Hernandez's technique appeared sound, but her ascending speed suggested physical limitations that might reflect undisclosed injuries or conditioning deficiencies that could affect overall course completion time and evaluation results for SEAL training progression. She's moving well through the barriers, but that rope climb is exposing some upper body strength issues that could be problematic for advanced training phases requiring sustained physical performance under operational pressure, observed Petty Officer Martinez while timing her progress through individual obstacle segments. The candidates watched with growing interest as Hernandez navigated the middle section of the course, where crawling obstacles and precision tasks would test endurance and tactical thinking while providing opportunities to recover time lost during previous challenges that required different physical capabilities and technique applications. Her performance through the mud crawl demonstrated efficiency and tactical awareness that impressed observers familiar with optimal technique for minimizing energy expenditure while maintaining speed, suggesting training background that exceeded normal preparation for SEAL candidate evaluation and selection processes. The critical moment arrived when Hernandez approached the wall climb obstacle that had eliminated numerous candidates throughout training cycle, its smooth wooden surface requiring specific technique and upper body strength that challenged even physically superior candidates during individual evaluation and competitive assessment. What happened next would be discussed for years throughout naval special warfare training facilities, as Hernandez's apparent slip during wall approach created momentary pause that generated laughter from observing candidates who assumed her performance was confirming their expectations about her unsuitability for SEAL operations and tactical assignments. Did you see that? She just slipped on the wall approach. This is exactly what we expected from someone who doesn't belong in SEAL training. Physical limitations eventually expose themselves during evaluation, regardless of motivation or determination to succeed, commented Seaman Wilson with satisfaction that seemed to confirm his previous assessments. The laughter died instantly when Hernandez recovered from her apparent stumble and scaled the wall with explosive movement that demonstrated tactical climbing technique and physical capability that exceeded most candidates' performance, while revealing preparation and experience that had been concealed throughout previous training activities. Her recovery technique involved lateral movement and precision footwork that reflected advanced tactical training rather than conventional physical conditioning, suggesting operational background in environments where climbing skills represented survival capability rather than fitness evaluation, indicating classified experience with urban combat or special reconnaissance missions. Senior Chief Rodriguez, whose extensive combat experience included observation of exceptional operators under extreme conditions, recognized Hernandez's wall climbing technique as reflecting specialized training that exceeded normal military preparation while indicating possible background with units requiring advanced tactical capabilities and operational expertise. That recovery technique isn't something you learn in basic training or normal military conditioning programs. Her movement patterns suggest operational experience with tactical climbing and urban combat environments where precision technique determines survival and mission success under hostile conditions. The final obstacles revealed Hernandez's true capabilities as she navigated precision tasks and endurance challenges with efficiency that transformed observers' understanding of her preparation and background, demonstrating tactical thinking and physical technique that reflected classified operational experience rather than conventional military training. Her completion of the precision shooting simulation while maintaining rapid course progression indicated combat experience, where accuracy under physical stress had been developed through actual tactical operations rather than training environments, suggesting deployment history with units requiring exceptional marksmanship and operational effectiveness. The timer display showed results that shocked everyone present, as Hernandez's completion time of 5 minutes, 18 seconds represented not only successful course completion, but performance that exceeded all previous candidates, including those considered most physically capable and best prepared for SEAL training advancement and evaluation. The silence that followed her finish time lasted several seconds as candidates and instructors processed performance that contradicted every assumption about her capabilities while revealing preparation and experience that exceeded obvious training deficiencies and apparent physical limitations that had generated skepticism. Throughout her evaluation period, Senior Chief Rodriguez, whose professional responsibility included accurate assessment of candidate capabilities for advanced training recommendation, approached Hernandez with obvious professional respect while seeking explanation for performance that dramatically exceeded expectations based on previous training observation and evaluation results. Hernandez, your completion time represents exceptional performance that requires explanation. Your technique and tactical approach suggest operational background that exceeds normal candidate preparation. I need to understand your training history and previous assignments that enabled today's demonstration of capability. Hernandez's response reflected operational security training, where classified information required careful protection, while acknowledging that her performance had revealed capabilities that demanded explanation for training progression and personnel evaluation purposes that affected her continued participation in SEAL preparation programs. Senior Chief, my previous assignment involved tactical operations that required climbing and precision movement under combat conditions. Today's course presented familiar challenges that allowed me to apply operational experience rather than relying solely on physical conditioning and training preparation. The investigation that followed revealed Hernandez's classified service record with Marine Force Reconnaissance units, where her tactical expertise and operational performance had earned commendations for missions that remained classified, while demonstrating capabilities that exceeded most special operations personnel and training standards applied to SEAL candidate evaluation. Master Chief Petty Officer Robert Trident Williams, reviewing Hernandez's classified personnel file and operational achievements, understood that her SEAL training performance had been artificially limited by undisclosed combat injuries sustained during classified missions that required medical treatment while maintaining operational security protocols. Hernandez, your service record shows multiple combat deployments and tactical operations that explain today's performance. Your force reconnaissance background provided operational experience that exceeded SEAL candidate training, while your combat injuries required medical management that affected your previous evaluation results. The recognition ceremony that followed became a teaching moment for entire training class, demonstrating how exceptional military personnel often concealed capabilities while managing classified experiences that affected their apparent performance during evaluation processes designed to identify talent and operational potential among diverse candidate populations. Petty Officer Hernandez represents the caliber of operational experience that Naval Special Warfare values, Senior Chief Rodriguez announced during class formation that acknowledged her achievement. Her performance today demonstrated that true tactical capability often emerges during challenging situations that require mental toughness and operational experience rather than apparent physical advantages. The advanced training opportunities that Hernandez received included specialized instruction in underwater demolition and tactical coordination that utilized her force reconnaissance experience, while addressing medical limitations through modified training protocols that ensured operational effectiveness without compromising her long-term military service capability. Her story became motivation for subsequent SEAL candidates who understood that operational excellence required mental preparation and tactical thinking that transcended physical appearance or apparent limitations, while demonstrating that classified operational experience often remained hidden until crisis situations revealed capabilities that exceeded normal training standards. The tactical seminars that Hernandez conducted for SEAL trainees combined force reconnaissance expertise with naval special warfare requirements, creating educational opportunities that prepared future operators for tactical situations requiring specialized knowledge of urban combat, precision marksmanship, and operational security that characterized America's most challenging military missions. Petty Officer Martinez, whose initial skepticism had been replaced by professional respect, approached Hernandez after completion of advanced training phases with obvious appreciation for capabilities that had been concealed during earlier evaluation periods and assessment activities that failed to recognize exceptional operational background. Hernandez, I owe you an apology for questioning your capabilities and suggesting that your presence represented lowered standards. Your force reconnaissance record and operational achievements demonstrate excellence that exceeds most SEAL personnel, and your performance today showed that true warriors often conceal their greatest capabilities. Years later, when Chief Petty Officer Hernandez returned to operational assignments while maintaining her role as SEAL training instructor, her obstacle course record remained unbroken, serving as a reminder that exceptional military personnel often emerged from their most challenging moments while processing experiences that had tested their limits under actual combat conditions. Her example continued inspiring SEAL candidates who understood that operational excellence required mental toughness that transcended physical limitations, and that sometimes the most capable operators were those whose classified achievements had been earned through missions where survival depended on tactical expertise rather than apparent physical advantages or competitive training performance. The moment when mockery turned to silence had lasted only 6 minutes. But its impact influenced naval special warfare training for years, demonstrating that true tactical capability often remained hidden until emergency situations revealed operational experience that transformed understanding of determination, professional competence, and the dangerous assumptions that underestimated America's most dedicated warriors. Hospital Corpsman Thompson, whose medical insight had predicted Hernandez's concealed capabilities, used her story during training seminars to emphasize that physical evaluation required comprehensive assessment rather than surface observation, understanding that combat effectiveness often reflected mental preparation and tactical experience rather than obvious physical conditioning. The most important lesson from Hernandez's performance, Thompson explained during medical evaluation training, is that operational capability requires comprehensive assessment of mental toughness, tactical experience, and determination that transcends physical appearance. Combat effectiveness depends on preparation that often remains invisible until crisis situations reveal exceptional capabilities. The competitive environment that had initially generated skepticism about Hernandez's capabilities transformed into professional respect that acknowledged her operational achievements, while recognizing that exceptional military personnel often served without recognition while managing classified experiences that exceeded normal understanding of tactical expertise and combat effectiveness. Senior Chief Rodriguez, whose training oversight had enabled Hernandez's demonstration of concealed capabilities, continued using her performance as example of why SEAL evaluation required comprehensive assessment that recognized diverse backgrounds and operational experience rather than assuming that physical appearance predicted tactical potential or combat effectiveness. The obstacle course record that Hernandez established remained unbroken for 3 years, serving as benchmark for exceptional performance while reminding future SEAL candidates that operational excellence often emerged from determination and tactical expertise rather than obvious physical advantages or competitive training that failed to account for classified operational experience. Her legacy within naval special warfare training represented transformation of evaluation standards that recognized exceptional capability regardless of apparent limitations, while demonstrating that America's most effective operators often concealed their greatest achievements until circumstances required revelation of tactical expertise earned through classified missions that protected national security. This story was brought to you by Silent Salute. Before we leave you today, here's our question. Have you ever witnessed someone overcome ridicule and skepticism to achieve extraordinary success that completely transformed everyone's understanding of their true capabilities? Have you worked alongside people whose quiet determination concealed exceptional expertise that exceeded obvious limitations and surprised everyone during critical moments? Tell us in the comments about times when apparent failure transformed into remarkable achievement that revealed hidden capabilities and operational experience. And if you believe that the most effective warriors are often those who refuse to quit when everyone expects them to fail, hit that subscribe button to support our channel's mission of honoring those whose determination and tactical expertise protect freedom through achievements that inspire future generations. Nobody calls Hernandez just another candidate anymore, not after watching her cross that finish line first and prove that mockery turns to silence when exceptional warriors reveal their true capabilities.